It's just religion. It's just religion.
Hello and welcome to RS in 5 or Less, for twice the inspiration in half the time. Have a look at this picture. Is this a person? This is certainly a person now, because this is my daughter. Was she a person at this point? The topic we're thinking about today is abortion. Just so we're clear, abortion is the deliberate removal of a fetus from the womb in order to end a pregnancy. People who believe that abortion is the right of the mother are called pro-choice. People who believe that abortion is always wrong are called pro-life. Abortion has been legal in the United Kingdom since the late 1960s. In the UK, every year, approximately 200,000 abortions are carried out. The law states that up to and including the 24th week of pregnancy, a woman may seek an abortion if two doctors agree that one of the following conditions is met. Firstly, the woman's life would be put in danger if the pregnancy were to continue. Secondly, the woman's physical or mental health would be damaged by allowing the pregnancy to continue. Thirdly, there is a significant risk that the baby will be born with severe physical or mental disabilities. Or fourthly, adding another child into an existing family would affect the physical or mental health of the children already in that family. Some people count abortion as no more serious than having a haircut or having your appendix removed. Other people view abortion as no different from murder. They make no distinction between a baby in the womb and a baby who is 3 months old, for example. In order to resolve this question of when a person becomes a person, and therefore when, if ever, abortion should be allowed, we have to consider two different views about life. Sanctity of life is the belief that life is sacred because it is created by God. It has an inherent worth in and of itself and has rights and the right to stay alive. Within Christianity, there is the belief that only God has the right to give or take life. On the other hand, we have the quality of life argument. This states that a person's life has value equal to the amount of happiness and satisfaction that is derived from it. If you believe that life begins at birth, then terminating a pregnancy a week or a month or even a minute before birth would not be seen as murder. If you believe that life begins at conception, then ending a pregnancy in any circumstances would be seen as murder. However, it could be argued that life begins at some point between conception and birth in that 40-week time period. For an extension, research Judith Thompson's violinist thought experiment. Does she make a persuasive argument for abortion? There are conflicting and very strong religious views about this question. Many Christians believe that abortion is murder and is always seen as wrong. In the 139th Psalm we read, "For you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Many Christians take this verse to mean that God created a person in the mother's womb and as such knew that person before they were born. Broadly speaking, the Christian view is that life begins at conception. This would rule out abortion in any circumstances. However, some Christian denominations do view abortion as perhaps the lesser of two evils. It is not seen as a positive, but they weigh up abortion against the quality of life of the mother or the child or both, and sometimes conclude that an abortion would be the lesser of two evils. If, for example, the mother was pregnant as a result of being raped, or the child would be severely mentally or physically disabled. These arguments often are based on the quality of a person's life rather than the sanctity of a person's life. All of these arguments need to be weighed against the relative benefits and drawbacks of having an abortion. There is a demonstrated increase in mental health problems for people who have an abortion when compared with people whose pregnancies end through birth. The potential future drawbacks of having an abortion need to be weighed against the potential future benefits. For more arguments for and against abortion, check out the link here to part 2 of this video. Abortion does cause us to question a few things. When does a person's life begin? When does a person acquire rights? What are the situations where you believe an abortion would be acceptable? And in which situations do you believe an abortion would not be acceptable?